Israel strikes Yemen's capital as regional tensions escalate. According to local media reports, Israeli warplanes carried out multiple airstrikes on Yemen's capital Sana'a in the early hours of September 10. The city is under the control of the Houthi movement, which has openly declared its support for Hamas and the Palestinian cause. The strikes mark another escalation in a regional conflict that shows signs of spreading beyond Gaza. The Times of Israel reported that the air raids came shortly after a series of Houthi missile and drone attacks targeted Israeli territory. However, the Israel Defense Forces, IDF, have so far refrained from making any official comment on the operation inside Yemen. Meanwhile, Al Masirah, a Houthi-affiliated news outlet, also confirmed that Israeli strikes hit the capital. Details regarding the precise targets or potential casualties remain unclear. Analysts suggest the campaign was intended as a warning to Houthi forces, who have repeatedly threatened to expand their involvement in support of Hamas in Gaza. As fighting intensifies, diplomatic and political fallout is mounting. On September 10th, the President of the European Commission announced she would examine potential sanctions against Israel, including the suspension of certain trade agreements, due to its ongoing military actions in Gaza. The announcement highlights the unprecedented level of international isolation Israel now faces. Tensions escalated further after Israel launched strikes on Hamas leaders based in Qatar, a key US ally. The move has provoked widespread condemnation from Middle Eastern states and beyond, raising concerns that it could derail fragile ceasefire negotiations and complicate ongoing efforts to secure the release of Israeli hostages held in Gaza. Hamas has claimed that its senior leadership narrowly survived the Doha strike, though 2 lower-ranking members and 3 bodyguards were killed. The incident reinforced the group's assertion that Israel is determined to eliminate its leadership, regardless of the diplomatic consequences. On the ground in Gaza, the humanitarian crisis continues to worsen. Israel has urged approximately 1 million Palestinians to evacuate Gaza City, which has been devastated by months of bombardment and is now plagued by widespread hunger. Civilians are being instructed to move south to designated safe zones, where hundreds of thousands of displaced people are already living in makeshift tent camps. Yet, these areas too have frequently come under Israeli airstrikes, with officials claiming they serve as hideouts for militants. Despite evacuation orders, many residents have chosen to stay behind. Families cite exhaustion, lack of financial means, and fear of endless displacement as reasons for remaining in the city. The sight of countless people crammed into temporary shelters, deprived of adequate food, clean water, and medical supplies, underscores the depth of the humanitarian catastrophe now unfolding in Gaza. The strikes on Sana'a, combined with growing international backlash and the escalating humanitarian crisis, signal a dangerous new chapter in the conflict, one that risks further destabilizing an already volatile Middle East.